Hi guys, I'm Tracy Ward and this is my podcast. Welcome. So today I'm going to talk to you about motivation, how to stay motivated, how to get motivated, and also about the beliefs that you have and how they impact your life. Keeping motivated. Motivation is just a feeling, and feelings can be changed instantly. There are 4 scientifically proven techniques that will make you superhuman, shall we say. So get that cape ready. But there's more than that, but I want to talk about 4 of them today. But focus, creativity and productivity and drive will improve if you follow these methods. So there's 4 methods, as I said. The basis for all success is not skill, talent, genetics. It's not what school you went to, but it's action. The ability to influence action in yourself is the closest thing to a magic bullet when it comes to success. So what causes you to take action? Motivation. And how do we get motivation? By these methods. So talking about motivation and drive, what you need to do is find a reward in what you do and creative visualization technique. The number one reason why we do anything is what we will get in return. So whether it's joy, money, freedom, there is always a reason to why you want to do anything, like with losing weight. So what is the reason you want to change? Is it to lose weight? To help people? Reward is a great motivation, especially if it's a life-changing one. So find out what your reward is. Think about it. Write it all down. Why you want this to be successful. The tricky thing about reward is that over time, say after a month of doing the same thing, your motivation for that reward will start dwindling. And so the action then dwindles and you give up. And it's the same cycle over and over again. So how do we solve this? This is where creative visualization comes in. And it works through conscious reinforcement of the rewards you'll get. You use your creativity to visualize yourself enjoying and doing your rewards. This is important. So this is why I was saying you need to work out what your rewards are so you know what you're focusing on. It's like a conscious daydream that completely changes your mood and state. So it's a really simple exercise, but every day for 5 minutes in the morning, so you can do this as soon as you wake up in the morning. You can even set your alarm clock 5 minutes earlier, and then 5 minutes before you go to bed at night. Just to have a visualization session, and I've written about this in other blog posts actually. So what it is, you've got to envision yourself doing whatever it is you want out of being successful, whether it's losing weight, being a best-selling author, you want to fly first class, you want to have exotic holidays, loads of money in the bank, whatever it is, whatever the reward is, you have got to imagine this and in as much detail as possible. The trick is to feel like you're there completely and be as specific as you can be. Use all your 5 senses, so you're looking at, smelling, you're seeing, just all those senses to make it so real. And what you need to do is imagine yourself, if it's, I know a lot of the people on my blog want to lose weight, so we'll use that as an example. So imagine that you're looking at yourself in the mirror, but what you're seeing is the reflection of what you want to look like when you reach your goal. So imagine it, feel those clothes on your body, see how they look, how does it make you feel. A lot of people think in black and white, so really make a conscious effort now to see that image in colour as bright as possible. Now step into that image of yourself, and how does that feel? How does it feel to be that person? That is what you need to be doing every morning, focusing on that, and then again at night time when you go to bed, because your brain cannot tell the difference between what is just imagined and what is reality. And your body reacts accordingly. So if you think about it as an example, say you have a nightmare, you wake up, your body's shaking, you're sweating, you're panicking, but nothing's physically happened. It's a feeling that has caused that. So if you think this sounds silly doing the creative visualization, just do me a favour and just give it a go. Give yourself a 21-day challenge, say. So do this for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, just for 21 days. And if you don't see any significant results in your mindset, then yeah, just drop it. But give it a go. Now, as an example, there's lots of incredibly famous people do this, a lot of athletes as well. So if you pop onto YouTube and look for Tiger Woods talking about visualization technique, he'll talk about it on there, and it's worth a watch, so give that one a go. Now the second method is peer groups. So another key to motivation and to maintain it is to associate yourself with like-minded people. So with instance, for me, blogging, associate myself with other bloggers so you can get advice, you can ask questions, you get tips and all that kind of thing. And it's the same with losing weight. So join weight loss forums, weight loss groups on Facebook. There are so many out there. And in the book, there's a book called The Power of Habit, Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business. And they state that when people join groups where change seems possible, the potential for that change to occur becomes more real. Reduce association with anything that takes you away from your goal and associate with things which will help you. That way you can ask for advice, you can keep each other motivated, and inspires action. So it's all a good thing. So join the groups, join the forums, follow blogs that are in the area that you need to learn about or want to learn about. Now the next thing is progress. So according to research by Amabile TM and Kramer, in their research paper, which was called What Really Motivates Workers, of all the events that occur at work, the event having the most prominent positive effect on emotions, perceptions and motivation is simply making progress in meaningful work. So progress is a really big thing. And progress, I guess, that's one reason why the Exonti products and that very low calorie diet works, because you can see progress quite quickly with it being a very low calorie diet, and that does tend to keep you more motivated as opposed to weight loss groups like Weight Watchers and Slimming World and all those other kind of ones. So back to progress. The first key is to find meaning in your work or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Say, for example, my blog. If my blog brings me joy or has meaning, and then I'll make progress, and then that would lead to motivation. So think of along them lines. As an example, a self-development blog has meaning in the fact that it helps people change their lives. There's articles on categories that helps people with productivity, motivation, self-growth, spirituality and mindfulness. And this brings meaning to doing it, to that work, and enjoying it. The more I write really detailed, value-filled articles, the more I want to keep it going. So this motivated me to improve my blog and make it even better, and to keep doing that. So the more you enjoy something, the better it gets. And it's just, progress is, honestly, God, it's a really key thing here. So as an example, like with me and my blog, in essence, the more I blog, the more I want to keep blogging. But again, this is only going to be true if I write articles that I'm proud of, and then I'll see my level of motivation and drive increase. So the next one, the fourth one, which I've done already before as well actually, but not in relation to this, is meditation. Now, recent research on its benefits has exploded the interest in meditation across the Western world. The benefit of happiness and a reduction in stress and anxiety, apart from it feeling good, has direct impact on the work you do. We become more successful, we are happier and less stressed. And with regards to eating, that's when your comfort eating starts to kick in. So we need to get rid of that stress factor. And the impact of a simple 10-minute meditation session every day is absolutely profound. Such a little simple act can literally change your life. Now, there's loads of YouTube guides to meditation, and I'd recommend giving them all a go. There's some really good ones out there, and there's also some really good apps actually you can get for your phone. I think Headspace, Calm, and I think there's a couple of other ones, so I'll pop them in a blog post. And honestly, the sooner you start that, the better. Again, it takes a bit of practice, just like anything that you do that you start that's new. But after a week or two, it will start feeling completely natural. But start small. Don't just jump in and do a 10-minute one. I mean, you can do, but even if it's 2 minutes a day, and then go on to 5 minutes, and then aim for 10 minutes and see what the difference it is. So the summary of those 4 methods: 1, find the rewards in what you do and reaffirm them through creative visualization. So you need to concentrate on that. You need to listen to your heart, to your soul. What are those rewards? 2, associate with a peer group of like-minded individuals. Get on forums, Facebook groups. There's a whole manner of things you can join there, and just get advice, read all the tips, and just get yourself away from the negative side of things and move towards the goals that you want to achieve. 3 is progress. Making progress improves motivation. And 4, meditation. It increases focus, attention and happiness, and it reduces anxiety and stress, and that is a big killer. Now, I know I said I was going to talk about motivation, but I'm just going to say a bit now about how to change limiting beliefs. Your success in whatever you do has a lot to do with your beliefs. Beliefs are simply your perspective of the world, your opinion. They are just your perspective of how things are, shaped by experiences stemming all the way from your childhood. So as an example, you may have grown up with people telling you how smart you are, how well you do things, and you can grow up thinking you're intelligent. Every time you have an argument, though, you will have to win it. You can't let it go due to your belief that you are intelligent, so you have to win this argument, and this can cause relationship issues. Or another example, maybe you grew up poor and your parents always said things like money is the root of all evil and money is not that important, it's just money. These are then conditioned into your subconscious, and you'll grow up believing these as facts. But the truth is not your belief. Money isn't evil, it's simply a tool of exchange, and how people use it is up to them. And changing beliefs actually isn't all that hard. It's simple, but it just takes time and persistence. There's a saying, your attempt may fail, but never fail to make an attempt. And that is so true. I came across this little story actually on the internet, and it's about the power of belief. You may have heard this. I mean, forgive me if I get this story a little bit wrong, but basically it's about an elephant. And there's 2 chaps, and this elephant is tied up with this rope around his leg. And the bloke's looking at this rope and is thinking, why is that massive elephant just standing there? Has just got this rope. He can easily break free. You know, there's nothing stopping him. This animal is huge and so strong. And he talks to the zookeeper about this, and he says, yeah, but what happens is he believes he can't escape, because what happens in this instance, when it was a baby elephant, they used the exact same rope around his leg, and then he couldn't escape at that point. He wasn't strong enough to escape. So he grows up believing that he can't escape. So I think that's just a really good example of seeing how beliefs affect your life. So basically, don't let past conditioning stop you being successful today. The thing we do see, we don't question our beliefs, just like the elephant didn't question it, that he thought he was not going to get away. You can't uncondition yourself from old beliefs, but you can replace them with more empowering and positive beliefs. It's like your car, you don't have to fix your broken car, you just get a new one, she says. Sorry, that was Harvey sneezing. He always has to get in on these podcasts. Oh, he's going to wait a minute, here we go, he's going to start chasing his tail again. I swear he just waits for me to start doing this. So the more you take action, the better and easier your goals will be. So take action to become an expert. Read, study, learn. This is obviously for people that write blogs, read other blogs, books, and take action to become more knowledgeable, and read success stories. But you can apply that to anything, including the weight loss. Learn. You've always got to learn. To tackle a deeply rooted negative belief in your subconscious, you must do something that will get down to your subconscious. This takes us back to creative visualization. Daily visualization has been proven to retrain your mind for success. So apart from giving you more drive and motivation, it can rewrite previous negative beliefs and self-talk and completely replace it with more empowering ones. Because as I said, what a belief really is just a thought that you keep on repeating. So you just got to stop repeating that thought to yourself. Replace that thought with a new thought, a better thought. So how do you stop repeating this thought? Replace it. Repeat another thought. Use the visualization to give yourself a new thought, an image, and do it every day to reaffirm that thought into your subconscious so it forms a new belief. You can't just do it once and expect it to happen overnight. You've got to keep doing this. You've got to just keep reaffirming that until it becomes a natural. So make sure you do that every day. You've got to rewire your brain, remember, so you just need to keep creative visualization. Just keep doing it. It's like every now and then it isn't going to work. You need to be doing it at least 30 days, I think, before belief starts to take traction. And as I said before, it's only 5 minutes, 2 times a day, quick and easy. And the benefits are just profound. Now, this brings me on to the cycle of success. I'll do a little infographic for this on a blog post at some point soon. There's 4 different parts of the cycle of success. The first one is potential, what you can do, and it's always more than you think as well. Number 2 is action, what you actually do, and number 3 is results, what you achieved from your action, and then it ends with 4, which is belief, what you think you can do. When people decide to take action, what's blocking them from achieving the success they want is their lack of belief. The level of belief you have determines how much potential you tap into. The amount of potential you can tap determines the results you get, and the results you get then determine how much belief you have in yourself. All these things loop together, and you'll see that in the little diagram that I'm going to make for you. So let's take 2 people now as examples. So first of all, we've got Bob. Now, he has confidence, self-belief, supportive parents, puts effort into everything, good childhood, aims for the stars. Now he believes he can achieve 100,000 views per month in his blog traffic, as an example. So Bob, more motivated, he reads more traffic generation guides and programs, he studies harder, he applies different strategies to see what works when things aren't working. As opposed to Bill. Now Bill had a tough childhood, had parents who had negative beliefs and values, he's lazy, he doesn't believe in himself, and he believes he can only achieve 100 blog views per month. This is because he's less motivated. He reads just enough until he gets bored, then stops, and then does something else. He applies just one strategy and hopes it works, and that's it. He complains and blames the world when things don't work out. So completely 2 different people, aren't they? And that is all down to beliefs. So you've got to find in yourself the negative beliefs and self-talk which you have about being successful in whatever it is you want to do. And then use your creative visualization daily to see yourself in your ideal scenario. And after time, you'll notice a slight shift in your motivation and the actions you take and the success that follows. So you just got to keep doing this. I know I keep repeating myself, but creative visualization is something that you do have to repeat, and it is so important if you want to succeed. It will really help you. I know it sounds all airy-fairy, but honestly, just try this for yourself and then you'll see the evidence for yourself. So I hope that made sense. I know I tend to waffle a bit, but any questions you have about it, please just let me know. You can email me, you can leave comments. There's all sorts of ways you can contact me via the web. which is www.tracyward.me, and that's Tracy with an E. I always get back to everybody, obviously not straight away sometimes, but I do get back to people as quick as I can. Again, any ideas for future blogs, let me know. Oh, and just a quick note for the listeners who are following the same diet, the Exante diet. Back in stock is the best-selling bars, the strawberry jam bars. So get them while you can, because I'm seriously going to run out soon. And don't forget, you can use my voucher as well, Tracy40, and that'll give you 40% off your shop, which is brilliant. So until next week then, have a great week everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.